as well. The steering's got more weight too, which I much prefer. The F12 and even the standard 458 can feel really darting, but that's gone in this car. The fast steering rack works really, really well. More than anything, the Speciale feels more keyed into the road than a standard 458. There's more grip, yeah, but it's the stability and it's the way everything works together that gives you more confidence. And this side slip control system, which sounds like some sort of black magic, but it is absolutely superb. I could tell you that the new 661 bhp, 208 mile an hour 599 GTO is the fastest, most powerful road car that Ferrari has ever built. I could also tell you that thanks to an exhaustive programme of upgrades, not just to its engine and chassis, but also to its braking system and aerodynamic package, it's the most advanced front engine road car in the world right now. But let's ignore the boring details for the time being, and instead, well, get a load of this. Sure where to start with the praise of this car. It is fantastic in just about everything it does. The steering is so detailed and there's so little physical movement required on the wheel itself to actually get the thing to turn into corners. It's just beautiful. I've never come across steering like it. The brakes are also absolutely immense and there's really, really nice feel through them too, which is rare for carbon ceramics. What else? Well, we can't really forget the engine, can we? How do you describe a 6-litre V12 that produces 661 horsepower and sounds like this?
Hi guys, welcome to Challenge the Road. Firstly, thank you for all your support with the double gold. It's going really well. I'll put a link in the description. But Ferrari, limited edition Ferraris are rising so fast at the moment, it's unbelievable. And I feel like I've missed out on a few. And I didn't know if we saw this was going to happen so fast. I'll give you some numbers. I wrote them down here. Challenge Stradale in July, this is on Bring a Trailer, this is in the US, sold for $226,000, 15,000 mile car. August, 15,000 mile car. Challenge Stradale, $340,000. 15,000 mile Challenge Stradale this month, $735,000. So something's happening. I want to pull you over to my PC, have a look on Auto Trader and just show you what's going on, because Speciales, I was watching them, there was probably 12 for sale, there's now 2. And this is happening across all these limited edition Ferraris. And I just feel the prices of the new Ferraris and the hybrid is putting people off. And I know some of the collectors may be out there going, oh, well, no, we need them to get the next Fandango Ferrari that's going to come out. But I'm telling you, people are going back to the old cars. And it's not just Ferrari on there. I'm seeing it across Lamborghini. I'm seeing it across everything that's limited and special and was from some of the best times of manufacturing these cars. And I've just got a feeling now that I've got a lot of 90s and 2000 cars and everyone's talking about that as being the era now because of the age groups and people like me are old. I think it's 2008 to 2014 and I think it's happening like now. And we'll have a look at some of the prices and go through it and see what you think. But I think we've got to be in it now, guys. Otherwise, some of these cars are just going to go off the charts. 458 Speciale. I was looking at these. You probably saw Tim Smee150's channel. He bought a 458 Speciale. There was 9 to 12 for sale. There's 2, but the deposit's taken on this one. I was actually looking at this one thinking, what a great spec this is. They are rocketing. And at the beginning of the week, there were probably 2 or 3 cars over 400, about 420, 415 at Ferrari. They've now gone. there's hardly anything there. I had a look on piston heads as well. There's hardly any there. So this is just crazy. They are moving. Let's have a look at 360. So Challenge Stradale, they were always like, back in my day, always 100 grand. I then started going up to like 150s, 175. There's one here, very low mileage, 500,000. Now, the thing is, I don't think that's bad money. I think that these cars are going to go up and up. And if you look at, I'll give you another example, okay? Let's just pick 599 GTO and just talk about that car. So we've got 4 for sale. And we're looking at 800 to 650. Now, these cars were 800 8 years ago. So they haven't really moved. Now, how many GTOs are there? 3. 3 different types. There's a 250 GTO. It's like 70 million. Then you've got the 288 GTO. It's like, I don't know, 4 million, maybe 5, going more. So you're telling me that a 2010 front engine, fastest Ferrari of its time back then, with a 6 litre, 670 horsepower, Enzo engine, front wheel drive, a boot, you could go around and tour Europe in this, is only 650,000. This isn't happening. This car is going to go up. It's got to go up. And that's what's going to happen, because the Speciale is going to go to 500. If it goes to 500, it's not really a massively limited car. This is only limited to 599 units. This is crazy. Let's go back to a car that I used to have, is 430 Scuderia. Now, I had a 16M, had the coupes. 16Ms are rising, and I was very, very interested in getting a 16M. I had one before. I paid 157,000 for it, and that must have been about 2012. Now, you're looking at 389 with this sort of mileage, 13,000 miles. I think my car had 2,000 miles. These are just going to go up and up. Aren't they going to be 600, 650? There has to be. The coupe looks too low to me. I don't know if it's because it's maybe not as good looking as the Challenge Stradale, and maybe the Speciale because it was the last V8, but these look undervalued to me. I think these are going to go on a run. Everything's going to go on a run if there's no cars. I just still can't get my head around. How can there only be like 2 or 1 458 Speciale? That is crazy. Pistas, there were loads of these. Now there's 17. So these have come, there's not as many of them now. There was lots of Pistas. So are people just not buying the new ones and they're just coming into these? It must be. So we're going to have to be quick. Lamborghini, I'll give you another one. I bought the Diablo, and there's just no Diablos. I think I found 2 on the market. One at Simon Furlonger, which is virtually the same as mine. It's not the first car. It's up at 350. We gave 250. It's in 6 months. Murcielago, again, they're just rising. These manual ones like this, it's like 400. In America, they're like $1 million, these. And I think what's going to happen is, when you look at like record sales of cars, and if you look at, say, the GTO at, say, 70 million, okay, 70 million for a Ferrari GTO, I'm not into that car. I would rather have a 599. So for me, if I'm in at 650, I'm quite happy. And someone can go, well, yeah, but the GTO, it was, yeah, maybe. When it was all black and white and everything, it was a good car. But for me, when I saw this car, I was like, wow, that's the car I want, because it's my era. Look at that side profile. Look at that. I'm just looking at that going, that's £1.5 million, £2 million car. and I'm happy to wait. I'm happy to wait 5 years, 10 years, whatever you want to do. But I know some of these cars are massively undervalued. And the older cars, I know they're a lot of money, but there has to be middle ground. Look at F40. F40, I looked at them at 300,000. I looked at them at 800,000 and thought they're too much. If there's any for sale here, if we can find one, can't find one. They're like, one for sale. Okay, let's have a look. Probably be P08. No, 5,000 miles. 2,750. So it's 2.75 million now, these cars. There's got to be these Ferraris coming up in the middle. Lamborghinis. The other one I was thinking about, STO. STO I had, good car, knew they were dropping, so we had to come out of it, which was fine. We still made a little profit. Let's have a look at Hurricane STO. There were loads of these. There was one on here for 225,000 a month ago. 260 now, 265, 308. These are going to go back up because the new car is 380,000 minimum, and it's 1,900 kilos. The new one. You know, this is a lightweight. This is a stunning car. And they went too low, and now they're going to come back, and everyone's going to go, you can't beat a V10 and a V12 noise. You can't beat it. It's just the best. So these cars, I'm really considering going back into STO. It's funny because with McLaren, their new car, the Artura, I've never seen one on the road. Has anyone seen one? I mean, I'm just going to go in and have a look. So there's 26 for sale. I mean, is that all they built? 124 now. I can't remember what they were new, but I know they weren't that much. They weren't 124. I think they were in the 240s. There you go. 100-mile Spider 2. I mean, these are dropping like crazy. And I think, like, for me, 765 is the one. I think that's the one. I think that's going to go. And I see that going up. And it's crazy because at the start of the year, we were obviously worried about things. I know people have said to me, Richard, there's a budget coming up. I think once the budget comes out, I think there's a lot of people moving their money into cars. You're seeing Bitcoin coming down. You're seeing, things in the economy aren't great, but these are fantastic, seem to be really, really good. And I know people say, Richard, cars are not an asset. Well, I'm quite comfortable in them. Give me a better asset class. If a Diablo can go up 100,000 in 6 months, and you pay 250, I'd say that's a fairly good return. And I don't think the Diablo's finished at all. I was said to, when I was chatting with Harrison about it, I said, Harrison, these Lamborghinis, they're going 500,000 plus, maybe more. The other one's a Aventador. I really want like an SVJ. I think it's another car undervalued. There's one here, blue. I don't know if that is a 63 edition. It's got the stickers, but these look undervalued to me. I think if the Speciale goes to 500, a limited number Aventador SVJ can't be 450. And I've seen this before. I've seen them go down. They were like 340s, and they went up, and they're 400. I think these are great. I mean, what a statement this car is. I don't think there's I don't know a car that's got a bigger presence than an Aventador for the money. There isn't one. There's one at Tunbridge Wells. I might go and have a look at this. Yeah, black with gold. It's been there a while, but these are going to go. And the thing is, once they go, they're gone. And that's it. And then they'll just be sitting at 750. I mean, look at that. Amazing car. So yeah, so the Ferraris have just got, I just can't believe it. It's been so quick. It's a bit like what happened to me with the Murcielago. The SV went up so fast, and now we're seeing it across Ferrari. And I just think it's because there's too many. I mean, we go to 296, and I know everyone says to me it's a great, great car. I'm sure it is. But there's a lot of them. So we've got 2 Speciales, and we got 80 296s. I mean, they've sort of grown on me. Again, they've gone out of production. I think it's going to help them now. I think it's going to help them. 179. It looks a lot of car, doesn't it? But is that hybrid thing just going to hold them back? I've got to meet up with Smee this week. We're going to drive a real modern classic Ferrari. He's going to do a video on it, then I'll do a video on mine. But I just got a feeling I've got to be really quick now. I should have bought a Speciale. I knew this was sort of on the card 6 weeks ago. Before Tim done his video, I was offered a 1,000-mile car, 350, and now I've got no chance of getting that now. But yeah, what are your feelings on the market? Did you anticipate this was going to happen, or is it just, we just finding middle ground now where a lot of cars needed to push up, and it is becoming a really, really good asset class? Please like, share, subscribe. I hope you enjoy these videos, and I'll see you again soon.